All kinds of little sub-figures are contained within what you thought were originally the main figure. And the sound starts going, all different, amazing complexities of sound all over the place. And this thing's going, and you think you're going to go out of your mind, and suddenly it turns into...
Imagine this. You're standing on a terrace. It's past midnight. Wind howling starts flickering like dying embers. Suddenly, your heart races. Not from fear, from knowing. Not knowing something specific, just knowing too much. You look up. The sky feels too big. You look down. You feel too small. The silence isn't peace anymore. It's pressure. Your body shakes like a warrior before war. Your thoughts spiral like smoke. That night, consciousness appeared. Not as a scholar, not as a seeker, just a child. Uncertain, without the comfort of belief. No gods to lean on. No purpose to hold tight to. Only a vast level of awareness reflecting back like a mirror I couldn't shatter. And that brings us here, to the thing we rarely talk about but constantly leave with. Consciousness. So, what is consciousness? Is it just brain's flashlight? A function? A glitch? A trick to survive? Some says it's just neurons firing. Others claim it's the soul whispering. But let's go deeper. Consciousness is not just a biological term or spiritual or psychological. It's the intersection of all three, the observer inside the storm. It's not who you are. It's the thing asking, who am I? But here's the curse. The moment you truly awaken to consciousness, you feel existential dread crawling under your skin. You realize nothing is fixed. Not meaning, not self, not even time. It's like reading a book you thought was about you, only to find your name written in pencil. It makes you wonder, why does something so natural, being aware, feel like a battle? Pause, breathe, think about that. I used to think I had it figured out. Consciousness means awareness from complex brain processes. Why it exists? Evolutionary advantage. What it wants? Nothing. It's not an agent, just a function. But humans are the only species that willingly wander beyond the survival. If survival was your only goal, you wouldn't be awakened at 3 a.m. questioning your purpose, your value, your very being. You wouldn't be toying with ideas that could undo you. Because no other animal flirts with self-destruction in the name of meaning. But that's what makes us human. And maybe that's where your power hides. Let that sit for a second. If you have made it this far into this video, maybe you have already felt the answer. Not in words, but in that strange stillness inside you. The one that nods quietly and says, yeah, that's it. You didn't watch this, you recognized something. Maybe even a part of yourself. Think of this. Looks like random symbols to some, yet it's his numbers in Japanese. Consciousness is like that. If you don't know the code, you don't get the meaning. To decode consciousness, you must read both your neurons and the stars. After this, when you see consciousness, what you receive is only a warning, and then an attack. If a bird wonders if the sky is not the limit, fly high and die. That only makes it so complicated. Humans feel, think, question. Every living thing doesn't. It's measured, it's limited, and it's restricted to feel, think, and question. Isn't it a function? A bird dies before it can know that there are no limits after the sky. Every species has a range of awareness. Humans have the widest, but we still hit the invisible ceilings. The deeper you go into the consciousness, the more it feels like something is pushing back. Why? Maybe those ceilings are by design. Not by a god, not by some grand architect, but by evolution itself. Maybe the brain places the restrictions on purpose because too much awareness is dangerous. If knowing too much causes existential dread, paralysis, or self destruction, then species that don't go too far are the ones that survive. Too much awareness could be lethal. So the brain builds firewalls, like a system saying, do not proceed further. And when you feel that existential dread creeping in, maybe that's your defense mechanism kicking in, protecting you from overload. By the way, in my last video, I talked about delusion. Well, that video went to south. I mean, that video flopped hard. But hey, it's still up if you wanna see chaos. And you're not alone in this. Every real thinker, the one cursed with depth, had felt the storm. It's not some modern syndrome born with screen and isolation. This darkness is ancient. Philosophers, kings, warriors, they all met it, faced it. Some don't, but a rare few, they turned it into wisdom. The difference? Well, they didn't try to escape it, they listened to it and answered back. In their eyes, awareness wasn't fear, it was surrender.
So here we saw how modern science tries to explain consciousness. Neurons firing, data processing, and a few theories still stuck in beta. But long before labs and brain scans, there were kings who left their thrones in search of the self, monks who gave up everything to sit in silence, philosophers who dared to ask, am I this body or the awareness behind it? In the next video, we dive into their world, into the ancient mind, and the kind of philosophy that doesn't just explain consciousness, it awakens it. So if you're ready to step out of science and into silence, I'll meet you there.